Hello, my gorgeous Taurus. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's in between the 8th and the 14th of August 2022. The beginning of this week, you need to understand, you need to, at this moment in time, at this point in your life, you need to speak out. And you will know exactly what am I talking about and what am I referring to. You do need to speak out now more than ever. By speaking out, my gorgeous Taurini, you are going to, number one, by you speaking out, you are going to, number one, realize something so special and so powerful about yourself, something about your knowledge, something that you have learned so far over the last 7 or 8 months and you didn't even realize. And this is going to be a big momentum in your life, because you are going to become aware of the fact that you've got something very special that you need when it comes to the next step and next stage of your life. You've got everything that you need in terms of the actual knowledge, okay? And on another hand, you're also, the second thing is that you're going to really get rid of the burden, in your life that was a kind of created by you avoiding like a certain responsibility, but you weren't avoiding certain responsibility, but it was making you kind of to feel in this particular way, which is not a good feeling whatsoever. So there are two fantastic situations that are actually going to come out of it indeed. And also at the same time, my gorgeous Taurini, there is going to be a bit of a delay at the beginning of the week, and you must not like, oh my God, not again. But there is going to be a little bit of delay that you're going to become aware of, but it's to do with the certain changes that you have been focusing on, that you wanted these changes to happen for a while, and for some reason this week was like was meant to be monumental when it comes to these changes. But it doesn't really matter. You just must not lose your hope, because this is an important stage of your life, and it's also bringing you like a little challenge in itself. So when you become aware of the certain delay when it comes to the changes that you've been expected by this moment in time, you need to understand that this delay is actually going to be really good for you, because it's going to give you time to kind of think, and it's going to give you time to digest certain things as well, because in the meantime you are gonna get a really important information and message, and that information and message is gonna make you aware of the fact that you are about to have a really important opportunity, which is to do with your long wish as well. This was on your mind for quite a while now, and you were just waiting for the right moment, and this is also going to give you chance to reflect and to understand which aspect of your life exactly it's kind of changing in this moment in time, especially when it comes to you getting closer to your goal, but knowing at the same time that what you are doing right now is the best possible thing when it comes to your security, personal security, financial security, your power, you feeling really stable, you feeling very strong, you feeling really grounded, and things like that. Very important, Taurini, indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's about a desire. You're gonna feel a very, very strong desire to put your point across, okay? You're gonna feel a very strong desire to put your foot down. At that moment in time, when you put your foot down, you are going to find out something so special about yourself, about your skills, about things that you know, about things that you want to do. But at the same time, it's going to highlight the power of your own leadership in life, and it's also going to make you aware of the fact that now you need to put yourself as number one above everybody else, and that in itself is bringing a very strong message that you're going to become aware of someone who is needing your help at around the midweek. But you can give a help, you can help, and that's all great, but you need to preserve and protect yourself and protect your energy. You need to know where there is a limit. There is a limit with everything, so especially when it comes to protecting our own energy, this is something that you're going to need to learn how to kind of like set your boundaries at the same time. So with another words, it's going to be quite challenging, because naturally you're going to feel drawn towards kind of like going towards the certain person to try to help them out or to hear them, because it looks like someone is going to come through forward and say something really sad about them, which is going to get you a little bit, but you must really preserve your energy. That's what I'm trying to explain. So at the same time, you have to understand to stay loyal to yourself, because if you don't, then that means that you're just going to give a little bit of your power away, which is only, it's not going to be like really detrimental or really horrible and really negative, but it is going to have an impact where things are going to be like a little bit slowed down until you realize the power of you understanding completely that you must put yourself as number one no matter what. At that moment in time, there are challenges that you have and you are going to have where you are not going to be tricked into the situation where you're just going to like kind of start talking and then it just like kind of goes off, you know, and then that other person just takes over. That's all great because it's someone who means to you a lot, but at the same time, you just have to understand that it's time to put your boundaries across, so that way you're going to protect your energy and stay loyal to yourself. By the time you get to the last part of this week, it's the actual, you need to really, when you become aware of like someone is maybe like kind of watching you, this is actually going to be a really good sign. Just remember, at the end of, I know this sounds crazy, yeah, but at the end of the week, you are going to become aware of like someone is watching you. And that in itself is going to be really, really good sign. Take it like a God's gift, you know, take it like something really sacred. Because when you become aware of like someone is watching you at around the end of the week, this is going to be such a good and positive sign for you. Which means like, you know what, you take it as it is. It means that you need to release the negative energy within you. But when we are able to pinpoint the exact moment in time when we are able to do this is amazing, because it's also providing you with a spiritual shortcut, and that same spiritual shortcut is also going to play an absolutely massive role when it comes to your spirit like doing really great on its spiritual journey, doing the best possible thing that you should do at that moment in time. The negative energy release can come in so many different ways. You can either go and spend some time with the nature, within the forest, you know, you can touch the ground and just ground yourself a little bit, close your eyes and just feel the vibration from the earth going through you. You're going through your body, going through your hands, going through your mind, going through your spirit, and then again going back into the ground, and you're rejuvenating yourself, you're healing yourself, but you're healing the ground at the same time. It's mind-blowing what we can actually do. Or you can just simply hug the tree and just feel this vibration, feel this energy, feel its life. It's going to feel you as well at the same time. You can sit by the river, you can sit by the water, you know, you can do so much to actually release the negative energy. You can also like maybe see something like within the nature and just touch it. You can even touch the leaf, you know, touch the fruit, you know, if you come across in the nature, touch the branch, you know, with your hands. There's so many different ways that you can actually do this to release your negative energy indeed, my gorgeous Torini. So just remember this. And at the same time, do you know why this is going to be so beneficial for you? And you can also like kind of you can also like go within your home into every single room in the house, burn the dry sage, close all the windows first, then go into every single room in the house, burn the dry sage everywhere. You can say a little prayer, you can say a little affirmation, you can say a little chant, or you don't have to say anything. It depends, whatever feels right with you. It's going to be the right thing to do. But you can also get rid of the negative energy by closing every single window in the house. Just smudge your home with that gorgeous thick beautiful smoke that the dry sage is going to provide, and that in itself, it's going to cleanse your environment around you, get rid of the negative spirits, but at the same time it's going to really rejuvenate you as well. So there's so many different ways that you can actually do this. And why is all this going to be helpful? Listen, it's about a spiritual domino. It's about a gorgeous butterfly effect when things are so connected without us even being aware of how much things are connected and how much one little thing can just absolutely change every single aspect about you know, our lives. So what aspect is going to change here? Nothing. No, I'm joking. What aspect is going to change? A huge time. After that moment in time, when you kind of do this negative energy release, you are going to start feeling very creative, extremely creative. And that creativity, it's going to bring you a willpower and self-confidence, and that is almost immediately going to put you on the path where you are going to really question something right in front of you through your own creativity. But at the time of a self-confidence, you will see that the door that are going to start opening right in front of you, and they are going to surprise you. But what is most important, what is coming up to you, it's going to surprise you. But most importantly, you're going to feel surprised how you're actually going to feel. And then something is going to be born within, like some kind of you feeling very spontaneous, and that in itself is going to start this absolutely sudden progress and movement without you even realizing. So it's all going to lead towards you being very spontaneous and facing the certain aspect of your life. But you will know that this is to do with you advancing yourself, and you will know that there are two things that you're going to need to do here. You are going to need to make an important decision really quickly, and at the same time you are going to need to put more energy towards something very, very specific in life, very specific goal. It's going to be revealed, which is going to need more of your energy in terms of learning a little bit more, but at the same time just knowing what aspect of your life you need to kind of like put so much more in at this moment in time. It's absolutely everything. This in itself is going to be like the birth of some kind of some kind of birth of some kind of invention, or you're going to plant like a spiritual seed at the same time. But this in itself is going to lead towards being like a really meaningful experience in itself indeed. And I like it because you're going to feel like, oh my God, like you are heading towards a very, very interesting and unusual adventure. And I say unusual because there are going to be so many new elements in it that normally they would scare you, but now you're going to find them ridiculously attractive. And that's exactly what am I talking about here. Okay, my gorgeous Taurini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.